Welcome to Bank on Her. I'm Mackenzie Conklin, and I teach you how to make confidence a strength in and out of your business so you can build self-made wealth and unrealistic success on your terms. I've gone from defeatingly low self-worth to a multiple six-figure entrepreneur by learning how to bank on myself, and I believe you can do it too. Listen to find out how. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited for you guys to be listening in, really into today's episode. So I first initially recorded this because my client had asked for an exclusive training for her own podcast. So this was originally there, and now we're bringing it here. Super, super excited. And what we're going to be talking about today is all about the phenomenon of why it's so hard to maintain confidence and the mistake that's really kind of the mix-up that's causing confidence to be so freaking hard for you to maintain. And it's so simple. It's so easy that you're going to wish you thought of it. So I'm excited, but I want to announce first that today was the first day, actually. Well, I guess not when this episode comes out, but I announced that I'm going to be hosting a free workshop. It's called Bank on Yourself. It's all about how to hit any life or business goal using confidence. And we're really going to tell you how to stop faking confidence, how to stop playing small, how to stop worrying if you're going to be able to hit your goals, and instead finally be the person who hits every single life and business goal that they set. And that workshop free will be on July 11th. And after the workshop, I'm really excited because Unlimited is coming back. And if you haven't heard yet, probably because I haven't yet announced it at the time of recording this, Unlimited is first let me introduce her. Unlimited is my signature group program for female founders ready to build audacious self-belief and the skills to create 100K on repeat and just become so much emotionally and financially richer using confidence and confident marketing. We're all about her. But the new announcement is that Unlimited is now, are you ready? Unlimited is now going to be a year-long program. So you will get access to me, to the community, to the curriculum for a year. Previously, it was 6 months. So this is a really, really exciting change. And I know that it's just something, honestly, that I've been sitting on for a long time that I wanted to do for a really long time. And so I'm so excited about this. I hope you're excited about this. And it's just so special. And the reason I want to preface too, the reason why I'm making this change, and again, I've sat on it for so long, is because there's so much my clients do in 6 months, but I see that there's almost this like exponential curve where the longer they end up staying with me, the more I get to know them. I get to know their brain. I get to know what's going on in their lives. I get to know all the intricate details of their relationships and their business and who they are and what their pet peeves are and all the things, right? And the more we get to know each other and the more they're in my world, the faster they grow. And so I really want, and I have so many clients too, let me say this. I have so many clients who have stayed a year and they are just, I don't even know how to put it into words. They're unrecognizably different and more confident, and their lives look so beautifully different in all the ways they always wanted it to look. And so I didn't want to steal that opportunity from anyone to stay in my world for a year, see what they can do in a year, and just build these infinitely richer lives, both emotionally and financially. And I'm just excited about it. I'm really, really, really excited about it. So Unlimited will now be a year. The doors will open July 11th after the free workshop. And the workshop itself is going to be so good. We are bringing on clients who have done incredible things, who have blown their own mind, who also thought it couldn't be them. We are going to be really teaching you my process and the big mistakes that women are making, the big things that matter when it comes to hitting any life or business goal that you set. And really just how you can, and we're going to workshop it. So how you, with your life or business goal or both, can hit it this year. That's what we're going for, is this year. I want every single woman following me to really feel like it can be them. Like they are the person who can do all of this. And the podcast, these YouTube videos are going to help all along the way leading up to the workshop. And then the workshop itself is going to be great. And then the doors for Unlimited open after. So that's my little intro, but let's get into today's episode. And so again, it's going to be all about the phenomenon of why your confidence is wavering, and the easiest just perspective shift to help you become full-time competent in all areas of your life. So this is so straightforward and easy. I love it. The reason why you're mixing up or feeling like you can't maintain confidence is because you're mixing up what I like to call the basic categorizations of confidence. And so here's how I like to describe it. There's confidence that is a feeling, and there's confidence that is more of an identity. And let me get into it. So let's start with the feeling side. And so confidence can be a feeling. It can be something that we're feeling, just like we feel happy, we feel sad, we feel frustrated, angry, all the emotions. So confidence is just an emotion. It can be a temporary emotional state that we experience in our bodies and our brains, depending on how we're going through the day or what's coming up for us or different circumstances or situations. It's just a feeling that we have. That's straightforward. Or confidence can be more of a characteristic or quality of a person or an identity for someone. And I think really the big difference between these two is that it's the difference of feeling confident or being a confident person. Let's keep going. So let me caveat this with all of this, and it's going to come back into the episode later. You're not more or less, depending on if you're a confident person or you're just feeling confident. And so if you're like, I feel confident sometimes, and we're going to get into it, but I feel confident sometimes, but I don't think I'm confident. I don't consider myself to be confident. I just want to caveat that this doesn't make you less. And I really like to think of being a confident person simply as someone with a really rich belief system. So you can feel confident or you can have a rich, confident belief system. And so I think confidence is simply someone who thinks they're enough right now as they are without changing a single thing. That's my definition. So really, whether you consider yourself to be a confident person or not, there's nothing you're missing. There's nothing wrong with you. It's simply shifting your belief system to think you're already enough right now as you are. That's it, without changing a single thing. And so you just really have to shift from only sometimes feeling confident to being a confident person. And again, I'm going to dive more into all of this. It's just simply seeing yourself as completely enough, becoming your own first choice, which is a whole other episode in itself right now. So if you, with that little intro of just the two basic definitions of confidence as a feeling or confidence as an identity and more in your belief system, something incredibly common is that if you feel like your confidence is wavering or you really work hard on your confidence and you often feel confident, but you can't seem to maintain that, the only reason is because you are spending all of your energy investing in trying to get your confidence as a feeling up. And this is a dangerous game where you're always going to lose and where honestly, you're often going to create imposter syndrome. And it's because if your confidence is always wavering, you're just simply investing into trying maintaining confidence as a feeling rather than maintaining confidence in your belief system. So let me explain the feeling side of confidence more, confidence as a feeling. The thing is that it is great when we feel confident as a feeling, but it's near damn impossible. It is impossible. It is impossible to have full-time confidence as a feeling. And I think that's what a lot of women are going for, is they're trying to always feel confident. But the thing is that you are always and forever, for your entire life, no matter how much work you do, going to experience the full spectrum of human emotions. You are going to experience shame and frustration and doubt and heaviness and all of the things, including also joy and confidence and pride and all of the beautiful things too. You're going to feel every single degree of emotion no matter what you do. But if you are constantly trying to make sure you feel confident, feel confident. Let me be very specific here. You're playing a losing game because you will not always feel confident, even if you are a confident person, even if you have confidence as an identity, even if you have a rich belief system. And what happens is when women are constantly, and this happens with my clients before they come to me all of the time, when we are constantly trying to feel confident, what will happen is, yes, we sometimes feel confident, which is really beautiful and amazing. And I love that for everyone. But what will happen is that when we can't maintain that feeling because we are human with a normal, healthy human brain and nervous system going through life, we start to shame ourselves and feel like we're not confident. And we start to think that we're not enough. We're just not a confident person. Um, and we start to develop this case of imposter syndrome where I feel like I should be confident all of the time, but you can't maintain that. And it just starts having you feel like a fraud. Like I should be confident by now. I should have this figured out by now. And that's what I mean by it. You're playing a losing game here. You cannot ever, you can't do it. Always feel confident. And so what happens is that, I'll say especially in entrepreneurship, but I really think for anyone, when we are doing anything uncertain, risky, emotionally exposing, whether it's dating or business or putting ourselves out there and we're feeling vulnerable, we are going to naturally have times where we have really high highs and we feel really confident, but then also really low lows where we're uncertain. We're not sure how things are going to work out. Right. And if you're someone who is making that mean something about you, the highs and the lows, instead of just acknowledging you're a human who goes through things, what that's going to do is cultivate that imposter syndrome. It's going to think something's wrong. You're going to think something's wrong. And what it often does is when you have this up, down, up, down, up, down, because you're trying to invest in confidence and building your confidence as a feeling, when you have shame, when you have doubt, when you have any emotion that's less than confidence, you're going to start to think that you're not enough or something's wrong with you or you're bad at this because you can't maintain it. But really all you're doing is investing all of your energy into trying feeling confident all of the time as a feeling. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just not yet investing energy into building confidence as a part of your belief system or identity. And so some signs that I see a lot with clients is like, if you're only confident when things are going well, you're probably investing into confidence as a feeling rather than a belief system or identity. If you struggle to believe you can achieve things, even in the last few days, hours, seconds, buzzer beater timer before your goal, it's probably because you're investing more into confidence as a feeling rather than the belief or identity system. If you feel like you really need proof in order to full on go after your biggest goals and dreams, likely relying on confidence as a feeling again, rather than the belief system. Or if you don't always feel worthy, if you don't always feel deserving, if you don't always feel capable, it's likely because you're still investing in trying to build your confidence as a feeling rather than the belief system. Whereas I want to be really clear, those up and down, the emotional roller coaster, only believing when things are going well, not believing till the last minute and after, needing proof, not always feeling worthy, that's just a sign that you should be spending more time working on your confidence as a characteristic, as a part of your identity, because that is evident in your belief system that when you are confident, you already feel enough as you are. Going back to that initial definition, you're already going to feel enough as you are, whether you fail, whether things aren't working out, whether you're, seen trying, whether it's imperfect, all of those things, you're still going to feel worthy, deserving, capable. Believe in yourself. It's going to be reflected in your belief system. And so if you've experienced some of these things, all you need to do is start investing more into confidence and as your belief system, as your identity in who you are. And so it seems simple because it is. So if you are like, my confidence is always wavering, I can't get it to stay up, something's wrong with me, I feel like an imposter, any of these things, again, you're just mixing up confidence as a feeling and confidence coming from your belief system and feeling that you're enough and loving yourself unconditionally, because that won't waver. Feelings will always fluctuate no matter what you do in life. Your belief system will not. It's a much more stable thing for you to rely on. Okay, so if confidence is really just seeing yourself completely enough as is and building that sort of belief into your belief system, rather, that in itself is a skill. It's a skill to always see yourself as enough, to always have your own back, to always believe in yourself, no matter the condition. That is a skill. Confidence is a skill. It is literally the skill of choosing yourself, always becoming your own first choice, thinking you're the best, right? Not in a way of like better than other people. It's just thinking that you would choose yourself. You see yourself as enough. That is the skill of confidence. And I think what makes that so hard for people is we've internalized so much, especially as women, around, we're constantly measuring ourselves because we're constantly being told how to be. We're constantly being told, how we should be, how we should look, what we should act like, what is the best thing to do, what's desirable, all these things. And we internalize all of these things to decide and almost measure ourselves to where we are, to where we think we should be. And the gap between where we are and where we think we should be, or how we've been told to be, or the conditioned idea, is usually how the lack of enoughness we feel. And so we'll constantly be measuring if we're skinny enough, are we profitable enough in business, are we pretty enough, are we funny enough, are we smart enough, and are we desirable enough, likable enough. And so however big you perceive the gap to be between where you are and where you think you should be based on what you've been told is also going to be highly correlated to the lack of confidence that you are having in your belief system. And so building that skill of confidence really just comes down to not perceiving a gap, to deciding that you're enough as is, and basically closing that gap by not changing yourself to be more skinny, pretty, wealthy, smart, any of those things, but instead just deciding that you're enough right now as is, to see yourself as enough. And that's something that we coach on so heavily in both my one-to-one coaching program and in Unlimited, the group program that I talked about at the beginning of the podcast. It's seeing yourself as enough right now, so there's not a gap. So you don't constantly have to fight yourself and try and change yourself, but instead you see yourself as enough right now. And you're no longer investing in trying to feel confident, but you're investing in that belief system. And when you have a rich belief system, you're also going to have a very rich life, because when you believe in yourself, you are going to be able to put yourself out there. You're going to be able to take the risk. You're going to be able to hit any life or business goal you set, which is, again, what we're talking about so heavily in the upcoming free workshop. So definitely go, I'm going to include all the info, but go register if you haven't already. And I think the thing that's really important and often missed is that if you're investing into confidence as a feeling, there's not a lot of room for you to have any other emotion. There's only room for confidence, and anything less usually means you're not good enough, right? Because you have this incorrect assumption in your head that confidence is always feeling confident, and it's not. Whereas there's so much more duality and dynamic when you think of confidence, and invest into, by the way, confidence as a belief system. Because when you have confidence as a belief system, there's so much more room for all the other emotions. So I can be a confident person and feel depressed. I can be a confident person in my belief system and still have doubt. I can be a confident person and still really be struggling, still have shame, and still have the full spectrum of human emotions. And so I think that's what's so powerful, is that when you switch over, and again, definitely join my coaching programs if you feel like you don't know how to do this. But once you switch over to building confidence in your belief system, there's room for you to just be human. There's room for you to have the full spectrum of human emotions and still raise that skill, still feel confident, still have your own back, still believe in yourself, even if you're having any range of feelings. And so I think the difference too is that when you're investing into confidence as a feeling, you will feel that whiplash. You will feel the imposter syndrome. You will feel like you're on this emotional roller coaster in life and in business because you're just being whiplashed everywhere and you can't seem to build your confidence up. But when you build confidence as a belief system, confidence as an identity, you don't feel that whiplash. You understand that you're just being human who has emotions and you have your own back, and it's much more grounded and stable, and you can go so much further, so much faster. So, if this is something where you're like, I definitely have been investing into confidence as the feeling, I've not been, building my belief system. I don't always have my own back. I feel like I can't always believe in myself. I need the proof. I am only as confident as the success that I'm currently experiencing, all of that. Then you should definitely come join my free workshop, Bank on Yourself, How to Hit Any Life or Business Goal Using Confidence. We're going to be talking about all of these kinds of concepts and how you can, whatever your goal is, no matter how big, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, can hit your goal, or how you can hit your goal this year. I'm really excited about this, and go to the show notes if you haven't already to go register. And I can't wait to talk to you more about this. You can come DM me on Instagram. You can come talk to me about it and just let me know what came up for you. And I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Thanks for listening. Join me live for my free workshop, Bank on Yourself, How to Hit Any Life or Business Goal Using Confidence. We'll be showing you how to stop faking confidence, wishing you were further in business, playing small, and finally help you become the person who can hit any life or business goal using audacious self-belief. After the workshop, the doors to Unlimited will be opening. This is my signature program for female founders ready to build audacious self-belief and the skills to do 100K on repeat through confident marketing. The program now includes 12 months of coaching, curriculum, and community, and the doors open on July 11th through the 25th. Those who register for the webinar and join Unlimited before July 14th or within 48 hours of the workshop will receive a bonus intensive with me, and you can use the show notes to register for the workshop. I'll see you there.